platform 11 is the 1436 South Western Railway service to Strawberry Hill, calling at Earlsfield, Wimbledon, Rose Park, New Malden, Norbiton, Kingston, Hampton Wick, Teddington and Strawberry Hill. This train has 8 carriages.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge. Service to London Victoria.
Platform 12 the Southern service to London Victoria, calling at London Victoria only. This train has 8 carriages.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
Via Surbiton, calling at Earlsfield, Wimbledon, Surbiton, Hinchley Wood, Claygate, Oxshott, Cobham Junction, Clapham Junction, Worsley, London, London Road and Guildford. This train has 8 carriages.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
Platform 12 for the Southern service to London Victoria, calling at London Victoria only. This train has 8 carriages.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
Platform 11 for the 1442. The train now approaching platform 12 doesn't stop here. Please stand back on the edge of the platform. The next train to leave platform 12 is the Southern service to London Victoria, calling at London Victoria only. This train has 4 carriages.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
The next train to leave platform 11 is the 1445 South Western Railway service to Hampton Court, calling at Earlsfield, Wimbledon, Rose Park, New Malden, Berrylands, Surbiton, Kensington and Hampton Court. This train has 8 carriages.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
Platform 11 for the 1445 South Western Railway service to Hampton Court, calling at Earlsfield, Wimbledon, Rose Park, New Malden, Berrylands, Surbiton, Kensington and Hampton Court. This train has 8 carriages.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
The next train to
leave
platform 10 is South Western Railway service to
51
London
South
Waterloo.
Western Railway
Calling at
service
Vauxhall
to
and
Shepperton
London Waterloo.
via
This train
Wimbledon,
has 8
calling at
carriages.
Wimbledon,
Please mind the
Rose
gap between the
Park,
train
New
and the
Malden,
platform edge.
Norbiton, Kingston, Hampton Wick, Teddington, Fulwell, Hampton, Hampton Park, Thornbury, Upper Hampton and Shepperton. This train has 10 carriages.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
The next train to leave platform 12 is the Southern service to London Victoria, calling at London Victoria only. This train has 8 carriages.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sorted. The next train to leave platform 11 is the 1456 South Western Railway service to Chessington South, calling at Earlsfield, Wimbledon, Rains Park, Wattsburg Park, Malden Manor, Tolworth, Chessington North and Chessington South.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
Platform 11 joins the 1456 South Western Railway service to Chessington South, calling at Earlsfield, Wimbledon, Rains Park, Wattsburg Park, Malden Manor, Tolworth, Chessington North and Chessington South.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
The next train to leave platform 12 is the Southern service to London Victoria, calling at London Victoria only. This train has 12 carriages.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
The next train to leave platform 11 is the 1503 South Western Railway service to Guildford via Epsom, calling at Earlsfield, Wimbledon, Rains Park, Wattsburg Park, Worcester Park, Stoneleigh, Ewell West, Epsom, Ashford, Leatherhead, Bookham, Effingham Junction, Broadley, Swindon, London Road and Guildford. This train has 8 carriages.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
Platform 11 joins the 1503 South Western Railway service to Guildford via Epsom, calling at Earlsfield, Wimbledon, Rains Park, Wattsburg Park, Worcester Park, Stoneleigh, Ewell West, Epsom, Ashford, Leatherhead, Bookham, Effingham Junction, Broadley, Swindon, London Road and Guildford. This train has 8 carriages.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
The train now approaches platform 12 doesn't stop here. Please stand back from the edge of the platform.
Platform 13 for the 1512 Southern service to Portsmouth and Southsea via Gatwick Airport and Bognor Regis via Gatwick Airport. Calling at East Croydon, Gatwick Airport, Three Bridges, Crawley and Horsham where the train separates. Please travel in the front 4 carriages of the train for Barnham, Chichester, Havant, Fratton and Portsmouth and Southsea. Please travel in the back 4 carriages of the train for Christ's Hospital, Billingshurst, Pulborough, Arundel, Ford, Barnham and Bognor Regis. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge. The next train to leave platform 13 is the 1515 Southern service to Reigate, calling at East Croydon, Hurley, Coulsdon South, Merstham, Red Hill and Reigate. This train has 4 carriages. Please note some of the lifts at Purley are currently out of service. Please speak to a member of staff if you need further assistance. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge. The next train to leave platform 14 is the Southern service to London Victoria, calling at Battersea Park and London Victoria. This train has 10 carriages. Some stations have short platforms. If you are travelling to Battersea Park, you will need to travel in the front 8 carriages of the train. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge. The next train to leave platform 13 is the 15:22 Southern service to Littlehampton via Gatwick Airport. Calling at East Croydon, Gatwick Airport, Haywards Heath, Burgess Hill, Hassocks, Preston Park, Hove, Port Slade, Shoreham by Sea, Worthing, West Worthing, Durrington-on-Sea, Goring by Sea, Angmering and Littlehampton. The train now approaching platform 14 doesn't stop here. Please stand back and take the platform. Platform 13 for the 15:22 Southern service to Littlehampton via Gatwick Airport. Calling at East Croydon, Gatwick Airport, Haywards Heath, Burgess Hill, Hassocks, Preston Park, Hove, Port Slade, Shoreham by Sea, Worthing, West Worthing, Durrington-on-Sea, Goring by Sea, Angmering and Littlehampton. This train has 8 carriages. Some stations have short platforms. If you are travelling to Port Slade or Angmering, you will need to travel in the front 7 carriages of the train. If you are travelling to West Worthing or Durrington-on-Sea, you will need to travel in the front 6 carriages of the train. If you are travelling to Goring by Sea, you will need to travel in the front 5 carriages of the train. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge. The next train to leave platform 13 is the 15:27 Southern service to East Grinstead. Calling at East Croydon, South Croydon, Sandlestead, Riddlesdown, Upper Wallingham, Woldingham, Oxted, Hurst Green, Lingfield, Dormans and East Grinstead. This train has 12 carriages. Some stations have short platforms. If you are travelling to South Croydon, Lingfield or Dormans, you will need to travel in the front 8 carriages of the train. If you are travelling to Riddlesdown or Woldingham, you will need to travel in the front 9 carriages of the train. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge. The next train to leave platform 14 is the Southern service to London Victoria. Calling at Battersea Park and London Victoria. This train has 8 carriages. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
Weekend engineering works on behalf of Southern Railway. Due to engineering works in the Brighton area this Saturday, buses will place trains between Trowbridges, Brighton and Lewis. For more details, please speak to a member of staff or visit southernrailway.com.
The next train to leave platform 13 is the 15:31 Southern service to Eastbourne via Gatwick Airport. Calling at East Croydon, Gatwick Airport, Haywards Heath, Withlesfield, Coxbridge, Lewis, Holgate, Hampton Park and Eastbourne. This train has 8 carriages. Some stations have short platforms. If you are travelling to Coxbridge, you will need to travel in the front 6 carriages of the train. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
Planned engineering works will be taking place across the South Western Railway network this weekend, Saturday 12th and Sunday 13th of November. The Winchester, Honiton, Westbury, bars and all shop areas will be affected. For more information, please visit southwesternrailway.com/engineering. Thank you.
Platform 13 for the 15:31 Southern service to Eastbourne via Gatwick Airport. Calling at East Croydon, Gatwick Airport, Haywards Heath, Whittlesfield, Coxbridge, Lewis, Holgate, Hampton Park and Eastbourne. This train has 8 carriages. Some stations have short platforms. If you are travelling to Coxbridge, you will need to travel in the front 6 carriages of the train. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge. If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to our team or text the British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it, see it, say it, sort it.
Limited or no tube services running all day. Overground, DLR, trams and Elizabeth line services will use, but may be extremely busy or subject to last minute changes. Buses will also be extremely busy. Services affected by today's strike won't be back to normal until mid-morning tomorrow. Please remember to check your journey before you travel at tfl.gov.uk/plan-a-journey. Following successful work by engineers, services between
The train now approaching platform 14 doesn't stop here. Please stand back from the edge of the platform. Platform 14 for the Southern service to London Victoria. Calling at London Victoria only. This train has 5 carriages. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge. The train now approaching platform 13 doesn't stop here. Please stand back from the edge of the platform. Platform 13 for the 15:42 Southern service to Southampton Central via Gatwick Airport and Bognor Regis via Gatwick Airport. Calling at East Croydon, Gatwick Airport, 3 Bridges, Crawley and Horsham where the train separates. Please travel in the front 4 carriages of the train for Barnham, Chichester, Southbourne, Emsworth, Havant, Cosham, Worcester, Fareham, Swanwick, Netley, Woolston, St Denis and Southampton Central. Please travel in the back 4 carriages of the train for Christ's Hospital, Billington, Hillborough, Amberley, Arundel, Ford, Barnham and Bognor Regis. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge. The next train to leave platform 13 is the 16:01 Southern service to Orr. Calling at East Croydon, Gatwick Airport, Haywards Heath, Whittlesfield, Plumpton, Lewis, Holgate and Eastbourne where the train separates. Please make sure you travel in the correct portions of the train. Please travel in the back 4 carriages of the train for Hampton Park, Pevensey and Weston, Coogan Beach, Collington, Bexhill, St Leonard's Warrior Square, Hastings and Orr. The front 4 carriages of the train will detach and terminate at Eastbourne. Some stations have short platforms. If you are travelling to Plumpton, you will need to travel in the front 7 carriages of the train. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
Platform 15 for 16:14 Southern service to Norwood Junction. Calling at Bowen, Streatham Hill, West Norwood, Gypsy Hill, Crystal Palace and Norwood Junction. This train has 10 carriages. Some stations have short platforms. If you are travelling to West Norwood, you will need to travel in the front 8 carriages of the train. If you are travelling to Norwood Junction, you will need to travel in the front 9 carriages of the train.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sorted. The next train to leave platform 15 is the 1619 Southern service to Dorking via Sutton, calling at Balham, Mitcham Eastfields, Mitcham Junction, Hackbridge, Carshalton, Sutton, Cheam, Epsom, Ashford, Leatherhead and Dorking. This train has 5 carriages.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
Platform 15 for the 1619 Southern service to Dorking via Sutton, calling at Balham, Mitcham Eastfields, Mitcham Junction, Hackbridge, Carshalton, Sutton, Cheam, Epsom, Ashford, Leatherhead and Dorking. This train has 5 carriages.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
The next train to leave platform 15 is the 1624 Southern service to Sutton, calling at Wandsworth Common, Balham, Streatham Common, Norbury, Thornton Heath, Selhurst, Whaddon, Wallington, Carshalton Beeches and Sutton. This train has 8 carriages.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
Platform 15 for the 1628 Southern service to London Bridge via Crystal Palace, calling at Wandsworth Common, Balham, Streatham Hill, West Norwood, Gypsy Hill, Crystal Palace, Sydenham, Forest Hill, Honour Oak Park, Brockley, New Cross Gate and London Bridge. This train has 10 carriages. Some stations have short platforms. If you are travelling to West Norwood or Sydenham, you will need to travel in the front 8 carriages of the train.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
The next train to leave platform 16 is the 1639 Southern service to Watford Junction via Kensington Olympia, calling at Imperial Wharf, West Brompton, Kensington Olympia, Shepherd's Bush, Wembley Central, Harrow and Wealdstone and Watford Junction. This train has 4 carriages.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
Platform 16 for the 1639 Southern service to Watford Junction via Kensington Olympia, calling at Imperial Wharf, West Brompton, Kensington Olympia, Shepherd's Bush, Wembley Central, Harrow and Wealdstone and Watford Junction. This train has 4 carriages.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
The next train to leave platform 15 is the 1639 Southern service to Epsom Downs, calling at Wandsworth Common, Balham, Streatham Common, Norbury, Thornton Heath, Selhurst, Whaddon, Wallington, Carshalton Beeches, Sutton, Belmont, Banstead and Epsom Downs. This train has 8 carriages.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
Following successful work by engineers, services between Salisbury and Exeter St David's will return to a normal timetable on Monday the 14th of November. Customers are advised to check new train times before travelling. We would like to thank customers for their patience and understanding as the disruption caused by extreme hot weather in the summer has now been resolved.
The train at platform 16 is the 1639 Southern service to Watford Junction via Kensington Olympia, calling at Imperial Wharf, West Brompton, Kensington Olympia, Shepherd's Bush, Wembley Central, Harrow and Wealdstone and Watford Junction. This train has 4 carriages.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
Weekend engineering works on behalf of Southern Railway. Due to engineering works in the Brighton area this Saturday, buses will place trains between Three Bridges, Brighton and Lewis. For more details, please speak to a member of staff or visit southernrailway.com.
The next train to be platform 15 is the 1648 Southern service to Horsham via Sutton, calling at Fallon, Mitcham Eastfields, Mitcham Junction, Hackbridge, Carshalton, Sutton, Cheam, Ewell East, Epsom, Ashford, Leatherhead, Box Hill and West Humble, Dorking, Onward, Ockley, Warnham and Horsham. This train has 10 carriages. Some stations have short platforms. If you are travelling to Mitcham Junction, Hackbridge or Ockley, you will need to travel in the front 7 carriages of the train. If you are travelling to Ewell East, you will need to travel in the front 8 carriages of the train. If you are travelling to Holmwood, you will need to travel in the front 6 carriages of the train. If you are travelling to Warnham, you will need to travel in the front 5 carriages of the train.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.